A Viking? Oh my, I don't know what to say. I was not expecting a Viking invasion today. Oh, you want the Viking invasion all up in that. It's not like I want you to raid my coastline or anything though, you baka. Alright, it's time for us to return to that Viking lifestyle of raiding villages to pillage the booty because we are here checking out a demo for Doki Doki Ragnarok. And this is indeed quite a bit of a game where you shall be raiding villages, but you will quite literally at times be pillaging the booty as well, because in order for us to acquire said villages for raiding, we must also win over the villages for raiding. Not just with our hand axe, but with our charms as well. Okay, so the very first thing we shall be doing is choosing who shall be our Ivor. Now we have a couple of choices here. We got this individual, we got a big bad booty mama back here as well, and we got big old pot-belly bearded dude. We could also choose the type of grunt noises you want to hear from them as well, because hey, we shall be pillaging and raiding after all, so there's going to be a lot of grunting involved, I'm sure. Let's keep feminine grunt though, because I want to go with big bad booty mama right here. Just who is this grand artisan of Viking ship? Nobody knows where they hail from, only that they desire to end their loneliness. As being as grand as this can be a lonely fate indeed, will this badass Viking find the Valhalla of the heart? Let's raid. I am a mighty Viking. Yet, I've never raided a village before. All the other Vikings make fun of me for that. I'm so embarrassed. But one day after a long night of meat-based partying, everything changed. Brave Viking. Huh? It is I, the old Father Odin. What? Is this a dream? No, it's Odin. I just said that. Oh, right. Brave Viking, I have chosen you. It is time for you to conquer in the name of Odin, who is me. Accept your quest. Oh, great Odin. What's this conquering you speak of? Hug Odin? I don't know. Let me hug Odin first. Overcome by raw pillaging related emotions, you hug the almighty Odin. Oh, it's alright, brave Viking. Let my all-powerful beard embrace you. I'm just so glad to have a quest. A real quest. 'Tis true, I have granted a quest unto you. Set forth and plunder all the land for the glory of the Vikings. And plundering we shall do. Let's plunder away to our very first one. Emboldened by Odin's words, you set out to sea. Your quest brings you to England, traditional target for Viking raids throughout history. It is here that you shall approach your first village. Your heart is beating fast, and your excitement could very much kill you at any moment, and then a village appears in your sights. A Viking? Oh my, I don't know what to say. I was not expecting a Viking invasion today. Oh, you want the Viking invasion all up in that. It's not like I want you to raid my coastline or anything though, you baka. You are greeted by the coastal town of Wareham. Fishery has provided these people with modest wealth. Quaint huts dot the hills. The populace already worn down by the peasantry's harsh lifestyle, it also burdened by being English. It is a simple, perhaps even introductory village. Time to conquer. But your trusty axe weighs in your hands. Before this village, you feel ill-prepared. You can't think of anything to say. Could this be nervosity? Do not falter, brave yet nervous Viking. Odin appears before you. Your surprise is barely surpassed by your awe, balancing out to a cool raised eyebrow overall. I know what you are thinking. What if I say something stupid? What if I come off like a total creep? What if I embarrass myself? Dating 101, huh? Well, don't do that, I believe. Believe in yourself. See those huts up there? On top of the screen, get one of those huts and you have succeeded. Experts may aim for 2 or even 3 huts. Every Viking needs to nap time eventually, so heat the number next to the huts. It tells you how much more decisions you can make before the raids end. You gulp heavily. You face the village. Well, hello warrior. I hope you like my easily conquerable treasure holds. What do you say, Viking? Hello, village. Around here often? I am a fierce Viking conqueror. What am I supposed to do here? Scream drunkenly. I am a fierce Viking conqueror. Oh, wow, you really are. That powerful physique, that powerful gaze, that powerful smell. Oh, I know being looted by roving bands of Vikings is all the rage among the coast towns these days. Yet I never expected it to happen to me. Brave Viking! You're doing well. Doubtlessly due to the after effects of the guidance I offered earlier. I'm sure you're wondering, but Great Odin, where do I go from here? I was wondering that. I know, right? But fret not. As a Viking, you always have a number of powerful Viking actions at your disposal. Go on a raid, drink delicious meat in a fierce manner, praise me, your favorite badass god Odin, or invade England like the cool Viking that you are. Listen to the villagers to decide what the best course of action is to pillage your way into their hearts. Well, it's not like I know anything about Viking raids. You wouldn't be so bold as to just raid houses for treasure, would you? Oh, I'm ever so curious if you would. Fierce Viking conqueror. Oh, we raiding that village. You command your mighty Viking fleet to attack. Cleaving and reaving and loving it, you wreak havoc on the unsuspecting fisher people. The riches are yours. And wow, are they ever. Using your unique reaving style, conquering one arm, flexing your muscles with the other, you succeeded beyond your wildest dreams. Ooh, good raise right there. Incredible, mighty Viking. I see you know how to treat a lightly defended settlement. If you keep destroying and being a general plague upon these innocent people, I might just fall for you. That was some action, wasn't it? Viking action. I've got 4 different ones, apparently. Impressive of you to count that high. Luckily, you do not sense any sarcasm, probably because you do not know what that is. What else are you capable of, Viking? Impress me. We could roar, we could barf, we could roar barf. Enjoy a number of highly intellectual activities. Let's roar and barf. Why are we just limiting ourselves to just one? Struck with sudden violent indecisiveness, you try to choose both options at once. Your roar is fierce and your gastrointestinal upheaval ever so much fiercer. Fury and bad takeout food from last night propel all sorts of things onto the battlefield. It's like someone blasted rotten cottage cheese through a bagpipe. I got spin to win. And that's before you get the bright idea to start spinning. Viking, what is this fury you had brought before me? Yeah, that. Such destruction, such volume. Just how do you keep screaming while that is going on? I'm scared, but I'm also impressed. I'm in awe of your disgusting power. Quite literally. I love to see the destruction it can bring, just somewhere else, please. Time is growing short. You've barely began pillaging and yet the day is almost over. You were so immersed in your first real plundering experience you forgot all about the time. Soon you'll have to turn back before you miss nap time, but first, one last Viking action. Think of all you've learned, brave Viking. What might be the best course of action? Choose wisely. What will it be, Viking? We are going to raid and raid again. Expectations are high. You do not want to disappoint your dear tutorial village with half-hearted mini mayhem. Nothing but the most impressive, most charming raid will do. You begin to power up with a number of self-confidence boosting exercises. I would recognize that power of behavior anywhere. You'll show me another pillaging tour, won't you? I'm curious to see your full flirting power, you saucy Viking. And your full flirting power it is, emboldened, nay, enamored. To a previously unseen degree, you unleash the Viking within. Oh my! I see all your bragging was not just an empty front. You clearly know how to bring the invasion when it counts. Your raid has found at an end. Doubtlessly you have acquired riches beyond counting. Which may not be a lot actually, because you're not all that good at that counting thing. Yet all the riches in the world would be meaningless if you could not brighten this village's day. The village surveys the utter destruction that has been brought upon the settlements. Traces of badass Vikings flipping out can be seen everywhere. Walls were toppled, treasures hold raised, a farm has been turned upside down. Chicken, formerly held captive, now roam free to seek vengeance on the fleeing farmers. Meat spills results in natural occurring lake systems. And you feel the village's warm smile. What a day. Viking, this was truly a romantic encounter. You conquered with such passion, yet so much understanding. I know you're new to this, but you already pillaged like a pro. Please, it was all I could do as your friendly neighborhood Viking. Oh, then I guess I'll see you around, Neighbor Chan. Success! You led your Viking party on a fearsome raid. And more importantly, you found love and mutual understanding. Having burnt down all these houses, you truly feel like you have matured emotionally. If just a bit, dare I say. You learned more about yourself as well. And we got What is Love? So we only got 2 stars for that one. I thought I got some really good choices there, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see what we got. Next one over. You are a fierce Viking, powerful, boastful, prideful, filled with all sorts of incredible ingredients. Leading to the cool and inspiring life of a jet-set pillaging superstar, you travel the sea, always on the lookout for adventure. What terror will you bring upon the unsuspecting citizenry today? You can't decide. Maybe today you'll just, sail into a port and be so obnoxiously cool, everyone will feel envious and inferior. That'd be pretty badass, you reckon? Or maybe you'll just steal all the treasure, set a roof or two on fire, and seriously bother a duck or something. Let's find out. You steer your ship to the coast with a powerful lean landwards. You can barely contain your excitement for all the PG-13 Viking action coming up. Yet you wonder, does being a huge badass all the time truly fulfill the desires of a lonely heart? But brave Viking, there is no time for doubt. A picturesque village appears in sight, filled with treasure. Negligible defenses, a lot of prime Odin praising opportunity. What beautiful landscape, what immaculate architecture, what easily terrified population. You ready your axe? Explosion. And just then you know exactly what to say. Well, I don't think we really have too many clues just yet, but apparently he mentioned praising Odin, easily pillageable, picturesque. I'm a powerful Viking, I conquer in Odin's name. Drop your axe stunned by the village's majesty. We could rah-rah-rah. Nice to meet you. Mind if I raid around a bit? Let's go with the first one. I am a powerful Viking, I conquer in Odin's name. The name of your greatest and coolest god echoes through the village. Presents fraught at the mouth from both adoration and panicking. No raid would be complete without praising the heck out of Odin. Only interesting? I've never heard an invasion heralded by Odin. Are you saying that it's very boring? Of course, as a worldly village, I do appreciate the occasional light invasion on my shores. But I've never had an Odin-themed one. Odd, you'd expect much more of those. That's okay, we Vikings are all about spreading the word on how awesome Odin is. I would love to see Odin someday. Maybe you could arrange for something. Now then, you fierce invader, what will you do next? Surprise me. Or not. You want to see Odin? Odin, come on down. Hear my words, brave Viking. You are here to conquer in my name. Ooh, sounds like you're right. You really are here for Odin. Yeah, Odin's helping me out. We're cool like that. And here's a cool tip for you. To win over the village, you'll need to learn manners from the best. Very helpful. Now it's time to learn more about this picturesque village. The ice has been broken, the first expression has been made, now what comes next? Show that you carry a conversation as easy as you carry an axe. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up in this one, huh? Okay. I don't think I'm ready. Apologize for rudeness. Apologize for not being rude enough. What's your favorite Norse god and why is it Odin? It's Odin because he's literally the only Norse god I know. Victory by default is also victory. The village lets out a picturesque sigh. Even their sounds are, in some inscrutable manner, very picturesque. Well, let me ask you a question then. Your ears perk up. It appears thinking is required. Mime battles are afoot. A theoretical question, actually. Oh no, theoretical mime battles! If you had to choose between being a pretty, scenic, perhaps even picturesque tourism spot and being pillaged by a handsome Viking, what would you choose? Just hypothetically speaking, of course. No basis in reality whatsoever. Would you give in to the lure of a dangerous Viking action? Why yes, I would. Yes, you should follow your heart because you'll always be a picturesque village, no matter what. Give passion a chance, your terrified population will thank you, in between screams and fleeing for their lives. You're right. Thank you for your considerate answer. The sound of approaching tourism alerts you. You can see them on the horizon, hordes of spending happy fellows prepared to throw cash at a picturesque village. In a way, the very opposite of a Viking. Ah, the touristic terror approaches. You must flee, Viking, lest you be commercialized. Their gentrification powers are no laughing matter. True, your raid will soon be cut short, but rest assured your final Viking action shall be your greatest yet. So this is our last one. We're not going to be, we got to get something really, really good to even get the 2 hearts for this one. I guess maybe we shouldn't have chosen that option. Maybe we should have chosen a 3rd option, even though there was no 3rd option. Well, it's the last one. We haven't raided you at all, have we? Let's raid, baby. With a final earth-shaking raid, you thunder across the picturesque village. The approaching touristic horde shall be mighty pleased, you think to yourself, for they will find authentic Viking ruins. Wow, you utterly ruined all my scenic locations. That you go so far from me. You shouldn't have. The touristic terror befalls the scenic village. But what do they find? Fire, ruins, devastates, citizenry, general traces of badass Viking actions as far as the eye can see. Yet the picturesque village is not bothered in the least. Delightful Viking, you have shown the true power of proper raiding. I don't care about being a tourist hotspot anymore. They'll be back. You've taught me how to enjoy myself once in a while. Manners, rudeness, pillaging, it's all great. But it's also important to relax. Relax and let the flames of devastation warm your heart. Thank you so much, Viking son. Victory! Tourism has been thwarted once more. You have brightened the picturesque village's day in doing so, a reward all by itself. And then, there's treasure on top of that. So go you. Well, we won, but it was only 1 heart. I kind of want to do a reroll to see what the other, if we could just pick out a different option, whatever. But, this is intriguing. Is that a battle? As a Viking, you not only have unparalleled prowess as steering boats, but you also have mastered the soul being among the top 100 worldwide at walking. And yet you feel a certain unease as you stride across the English countryside. Enemies could be anywhere. In your mind, you already begin formulating plans how to defeat these vicious land enemies. Yet, you are also so busy mind battling, you have not noticed the English megaphone is already upon you. A terrifying beast, slavering and howling, emerges from a common hedge. Oh, that's a terrifying beast, alright. A wild Koji approaches. What is your mighty Viking decision? Play dead, as the wily opossum would. Who's a good boy? The Koji is elated. It seems the monster is indeed very keen on finding out who this good boy is, because perhaps, just perhaps, this good boy might be very close. Closer than he'd think. Who's a good boy? The sheer excitement fills the dog with vast quantities of energy. The Koji intensifies. He has to know, by the gods, Vikings, tell the poor dog. Tell him who the good boy is. You're a good boy. We have won him over. The dog explodes with sudden joy. Its little eyes shine with unconditional love and excitement. It runs never-ending laps of happiness around you. It's true. He's the good boy. There are many boys, but only one good boy, and that's him. It's all clear to him now. Overjoyed, the Koji bounces back into its hedge. You are safe again. Hey, that was a hard-fought victory, but I'm glad that we showed that Koji, who indeed was the good boy. Okay, unfortunately, we're just about out of time. Let's see, we have 4 of 11 hearts, so we got, what, 9, 10? There's probably another battle that opens up after you get this one here. But as I mentioned, this is a demo that's available to you guys as well. So how about I leave this one maybe for those of you that are curious about the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.